Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. Before we get started, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're alerted anytime I drop a new video, which is every Tuesday. And if you'd like to join us over on Patreon, that's patreon.com/IPON70, same as the YouTube channel, and you can help support the channel that way. Oh, I mentioned it last week, and I'm going to mention it again. I don't know what you guys are doing, but it's been incredible. Another huge jump in subscribers, and it is all you guys driving it. A heartfelt thank you. It's incredible. It's just been day in, day out, subscriber after subscriber after subscriber. So I don't know what you're doing, but the army of espresso fanatics, do we call you an army? What should we call you? We should have you guys name yourselves. What should we call this channel's family or members or people? Or what should we call you guys? You guys come up with something creative. Obviously, keep it clean. Obviously, keep it related somehow to coffee and maybe a play on words with coffee. Maybe the word Nespresso or something. I don't know. It'd be fun. You guys come up with a naming convention. We'll take it. We'll run with it. And that's what we'll call you guys. This week, we got another viewer requested video or coffee. Corto. This is part of the Barista Creations collection. Let's take a look at what they have to say. The Aromatic Profile. For Barista Creations Corto taste, we took our inspiration from the dark roasts and thick textures created by the expert baristas in Spain. That is why it is easily recognizable by its raw strength and intense roasty character. Corto can punch through milk with its rich aftertaste, elegant bitterness, and a thick textured body. With a dash of hot milk and froth crowning the cup, you will experience Corto in the traditional Corto recipes way. Well, I guess we'll have to try that. We know it's part of the Barista Creations, so they're definitely made to be put with milk. They say here roastiness with milk, level 5. Milk taste, level 1. Bitterness with milk, level 5. Ooh, I'm gonna like that. Creamy texture, 1. So they say pretty much the same thing. The Aromatic Profile, just very dark, spicy, and roasted. The rest of it is inspired by the dark, roasted tastes and thick textures created by the expert baristas in Spain. We selected a blend of African Arabicas and Robusta. So that's where we're getting that bitter from, is the Robusta part of it. And roasted them long and dark to create a powerful, full-bodied taste which becomes smoother and creamier with a splash of milk. Sounds excellent. They're saying this is an espresso pour and turn it into a cappuccino. So let's take a look at our pods here. Nice little dark pod. Kind of almost a brown with almost like a cocoa colored brown going through the middle of it. It is labeled on the bottom, going to be impossible to see on here. I'm a huge fan of that. Love that. Barista Creations Corto. Let's go brew a shot. Before we get started, if anybody'd like to comment, my wife cut my hair. She told me to tell you that. It's true. It's actually true.
Don't put that in there.
Don't put it in there. It's going in there for sure now. So if anybody has any comments about the haircut, it's my wife. All right, here we go. Corto for the original line in the espresso setting, their default setting. Let's get this one going. All right, it's done in there. Smells wonderful. Huh. Has a little bit of a almost a little bit of a, I don't know, that one's hard to describe. Almost like a little bit of a tart smell to it. Interesting. Well, nice dark roast. That's what they said we'd expect. Let's go give this a taste. Just going to fold it just a little bit with the obtusely long spoon. Let's give this a taste here. Corto for the original line. Wow. That has got a, wow. It is very, it's got, yeah. So that, okay, so now I know what the smell is, that spicy taste that's in there a little bit. There's a, boy, what is that? I'm not sure what the spice taste is, but this is really, really dark. Very, very good. It's got a, almost like a, it does have the bitter. The bitter is really, really good in there, but it's not so much that it overwhelms your tongue or your taste buds. It very dominant on the edges and right on the tip. That's pretty good. Oh man, this one, I think this one might blend out really well, changing it up into an iced drink. I might be tempted to try that. Very dark, spicy, roasted. Yeah, almost, I don't want to lead people down the flavor taste, but almost to the point of like Starbucks roast, where it almost has a little bit of a burnt flavor to it. I think that's how dark they've gone. So they've really, really rode the line on that's good though. That is really, really, really good. I think this is gonna do insanely well. We're gonna have to try it. I think we're gonna do it 3 ways. We're gonna have to try it with milk. Do it like they're saying. Do it with the cappuccino. Let's go round 2. Corto with milk. Let's go brew another shot. I'm gonna get this pod going, and then we're going to use about 1.5 ounces of milk. We'll use our wand to make the other portion of it. It has skipped over to the milk. Thought this might hold it, but I'm not sure it will. So I brought a backup cup. Ooh, that means that guess was really close. Ha 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 ha! Woo! I can't even breathe. I'm gonna spill it if I do. Let's go give it a taste. Corto with milk, cappuccino style. Let's give it a taste. Wow, that's very different. Now the bitter comes through. The spice is way more subtle. Got almost a little bit of an earthy taste to it now. The roastiness definitely cuts through. The coffee is really there. It's not like a lot of these where you add milk to them and it's just kind of like, whoop, well, off they go. And you can't taste them. This one actually really stands up well in milk. Yeah, it's almost like it isn't even diminished much. Little bit of the spice has taken a little bit of a background or a back seat, but overall, they said that we would become smoother and creamier with a splash of milk. Yeah, It's pretty much what I tasted just now with a little bit of a creamier texture. The milk's there. Good cup of coffee. Or I don't know, do you call it a cup of coffee? Yeah, we'll call it that. That's really good. I think this is going to blend out really well in an iced coffee. So I'm going to go get that going, and let's go round through 3. Let's turn this into an iced coffee. Let's go brew another shot. We're going to get the round 3 going. We got our standard 20-ounce travel. I'm going to put that one right under. One person suggested adding the milk in so that it doesn't quite diminish it as much. Or it doesn't melt the ice as much. We're gonna try it that way this time. All right, I have 8 ounces in here. Let's see where we're gonna put this into. 8 ounces of milk. So that's what's gonna go in. Let's get the shot going over it. I'm gonna leave it on the espresso setting. I don't remember who suggested brewing it over the milk. Good idea, at least for aesthetics. So, almost has a it almost has a like a caramel taste to it. That's really it's pretty good. This one's not bad. Trying to think on this one if a flavor would help elevate it. So give me just a second to think on this one. We took a few swigs out of it, so I'm gonna go just a hair lighter. But I think this one's gonna lend itself well for a chocolate and caramel mixture. I think I wanna go with chocolate with the heaviest. So we'll go, I missed a little bit on the first pump. So 2 pumps of chocolate, 1 pump of caramel. Let me get my spoon. All right, let's see. Oh man. That almost turned out too sweet for me anyways. I think you could get away. I think the bulk of you are gonna love it just like this. It is that little bit of bitter spicy note is still coming through the milk. The chocolate caramel just layering over the top of it. Oh man, that's going to be another one that is going to play out really well for summer. Wow, a lot of these are turning out to be good as coffee drinks. Creamy, smooth, chocolatey, a little bit of caramel in there. I think you could almost go, maybe if this was full, that might have been the right ratio, but I think you could probably do a pump and a half of chocolate and a half pump of caramel. I think might help bring some of the coffee back out a little bit better, but very, very good just how I did it. So that would be the only thing I would change on it. But I think you guys are going to like this. That's another good, It's remarkable how creamy it is. And I don't know why. I don't know if I've ever had one that's quite this creamy. It is really, really creamy in the texture. So let's take a look at what they're doing. Corto, for part of the Barista Creations line, so it's pretty much their standard or original line type stuff. They've just had them out for quite a while. 72 cents a pod. Yep. As a shot, it was pretty good. As a little cappuccino, it was really good. As an iced coffee, I think this would be, I was going to say what two were the best. These two. The shot by itself was really good. And then this, I don't know, it took on like a life of its own, just becoming insanely creamy in there. Yeah, as a shot, really good. As a cappuccino, good. As an iced coffee, exceptionally good. That brings us to a close of another video. I thank you once again for your time. If there's anything that you would like to see with the original line or the virtual line, please drop that down in the comments. I'll do my level best to get it out to you in a timely fashion. I have to make another order as they released another coffee that was not announced on their website. For coffee, hopefully we'll bring you that new one next week. Then we'll get back on track. I still got a back catalog of 5 other coffees that were requested already. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We drop a new video every Tuesday. And for those of you that have been here a while, if you enjoy the content enough and feel so compelled, please join us over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/IPON70 and help support the channel that way. But until next week, with another coffee video, have a great rest of your day.